TeamRTFC.baconicecream.com. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Evercast, your weekly dose of Evercade goodness. I'm one of your hosts, Rich from Bacon Ice Cream Productions, Team RTFC. We got Classic Gaming Fun Pete.
Yo, it's just Pete.
He's here for a limited time only today.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm on a timer, and then I'll be disappeared.
It's like limited run games.
Yeah. There's Ed. Virtual KillDashNine. What's going on?
Virtual KillDashNine!
Wait, I didn't have that ready.
I'm Virtual KillDashNine! I love that you have my twin.
That's awesome. I don't see where is he?
Ian Hobby, I know.
I don't see Ian yet.
I did it in spirit.
You can ask for it again.
Uh-oh.
But in the chat, we do have Ballistic Coffee Boy. What's going on? We got Lloyd. We got Dan Ruff. We got Milt. We got Dan Nastic. What's going on? We got John Schneiderman. We got Solid Snake. Good morning from Texas. I've got some. I wish I could do the camera tilt here and put it out the window. Yeah, I'm sure it's nice and sunny down in Texas. We got snow here.
You get snow? Yeah, we got rain.
Yeah, it's almost 2 inches outside now.
Sunny but cold here. Yeah.
It's actually 9 degrees here right now.
It was what, 90?
This one, 9.
Oh wow, that's cold, man. It's like minus 15.
Yeah. So we got Ziggy in the house. What's going on? Retro Gaming Revival. How's it going? Jason Schreiers. Hey, how's it going? Crimson Cross. We got Mike Hawks and Mark Dell. What's going on? What's going on, everyone? It's another fun day in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Heat wave, 44 degrees here Fahrenheit.
A heat wave of 44 degrees in Texas. Wow.
My computer temperature and down the lower right corner just has been saying rain coming for the last week, but rain has been here, so I don't know what's going on.
Technically, it's true. Rain will always.
It is 3 degrees here today, so.
Wow.
Which is 25 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's cold, actually. Usually we're like 10. We're usually about 40 degrees. That's what our temperature is in the winter.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's pretty chilly. But if rain was coming, that's too cold for rain, right? Wouldn't it be?
That's like t-shirt weather and short weather out here, man. 10 degrees. Like.
Oh, 10, yeah.
No, 10 degrees. Yeah, like Celsius. That's like when it's 30 degrees out here. Like I don't even have winter jackets I wear.
Yeah. So how's everyone's week been going? We're doing all right.
It's been going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been awesome.
It's been a busy week over for me,
man.
Yeah.
We're playing Elden Ring.
Oh, nice. That's good stuff.
Elden Ring. Oh, yeah, it's the one game that rules them all.
I've been playing Adobe Premiere Pro.
right. Just waiting on the renovation collection. It's not fair. Give it to us already.
Well, it's only like 3 weeks away.
Yeah. Not so bad.
Why is it we know nothing for April? Like, is April a dead month again? Like, there's nothing coming in April, right?
I mean, unless there's some sneaky.
We got two collections to play in April. So
yeah,
I know, but it's March 31st technically.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have them by April. Well, I'll probably get it a week later. So I'll have the first week in April to wait for it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I probably won't get them till April either because mine's coming.
Yeah, I won't get them for like at least April 7th, probably most likely a week after. Oh wow!
Oh, that's interesting. Crimson Cross just said his Oliver Twins collection died.
Oh,
no.
That's the cartridge. That's the cartridge that died on me.
Wow, really? Bad ROM, bad memory, bad something on them.
No, just stopped working. That's why I bought.
That's something like we should look at and track because they're affordable for a reason, right?
Yeah.
What's the quality of the parts and circuitry and all that, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you hope that they get better over time, right?
Yes.
They'll be able to get the better ROMs and.
Oh, it's all about this, dude.
Yeah,
the margins, right? Let's be honest. They're not in it to lose money.
Yeah, but sometimes though, especially in small electronics, right? And in RAM and all that kind of stuff, the more expensive ones are now, right? 2 years later, the better ones wind up being cheaper because they're just producing so many of them. I mean, not right now here in 2022 because no one's producing anything, but you know what I mean. But that's how the flash memory goes, right?
Game preservation, right? Like how are what's game preservation going to look like on the Evercade?
Yeah, and you've got it might be an issue with licensing as well.
Yeah,
because that's the issue with the new Pinball FX table, the Indiana Jones. People are complaining because this one table costs. Normally, they would sell a 3-pack for $10. This one table costs $14.99, and people are complaining about that. But the reason it costs so much is because of the licensing from Lucas or Disney or whatever.
You probably got to pay 20% off the top just for the license, right? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's the problem with licensing, right? Especially just such popular IPs. It's really, unless you sell a massive amount of volume, it's probably not worth your while to even grab it, right? If you probably need to sell hundreds of thousands of units to make it work for most part. Especially
just charge way more. And
then you
will buy it, but then you'll still make up the.
It's either you sell volume or sell at a high price and not so much volume, but still be able to make. Right. A lot of times there are people I guess they probably use IPs as a loss leader, right? Something that they want to get people in their ecosystem to buy all their higher margin products. But I wonder what that would be on the Evercade, which would be their loss leader, one they probably paid the most for licensing.
Probably Namco.
It's Namco, but
Namco, it has to be Namco, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Either that or maybe not, because they were able to have such a niche thing. Only the handheld can't sell outside UK. Maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre. Why? Yeah, well, that's a whole different story.
Yeah. But
I still think that they thought they had license for both, and then Namco realized, wait a minute, we can make extra money here.
That's a good question. I wonder if they thought that, and then they're like,
yeah. And then Namco realized, we can get more money out of them, get them to re-license it, or
or maybe they already had a license out for somebody to do the home consoles,
Switch, right?
Just weren't able to license it.
Yeah, because the Switch has Namco, right?
I think
probably.
Probably all of them do.
Most of them do, right? I mean, there's Namco on Sony and Xbox too, right?
Mike Hart, George Lucas would have preferred. Well, he doesn't make any money off Star Wars anymore, Mike. He sold that to Disney.
That's why I was
10 years ago.
Does Disney own Indiana Jones now? I think they do, right?
Yeah, they own all of it.
That's what I thought.
Everything.
Yeah, they own all of it. $4 billion worth of it. Even Howard the Duck, because he's on Disney Plus now.
Yep.
Well, he's Disney, or Marvel, so
yeah.
They can have Howard the Duck.
Yeah, it's kind of
Howard.
I was so excited for that movie when it first came out. I'm like, ooh, Howard the Duck with George Lucas. I'm like, this is not good.
It's really funny though. It has, that movie has nothing to do not like the comic book character at all. But the funny thing is, I still kind of like the movie as just a standalone thing.
It's one of those. It's one of those kind of almost endearing attempts at a wacky character movie. So,
did you guys see that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles announcement?
Oh yeah,
everybody's over the moon. Oh, they're so excited! It's coming to Switch to Cowabunga.
So,
I'm like, no, 2 of those games are coming to Switch. The rest you'll have to download.
I was excited until 2 things. For one, then I saw there's too many repeats in my opinions. You don't need that many versions of Tournament Fighters. And then for $39, for the cost that
I have not.
I'm not excited.
So there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, and 14 games of which 3 are Tournament Fighter, right, Ed?
Yeah. I don't need all those versions.
It's funny though.
The Game Boy versions are fun, but
I remember that Tournament Fighters for the different platforms had different characters in them.
Yeah, that's why. Remember they had that old thing with Soul Calibur too, you had Yoda on one, Spawn on
Vader
another.
on the other,
Link on
the one,
Zelda.
Yoda had Yoda and Darth Vader was the difference in 4 between PlayStation and Xbox. But then Soul Calibur 2 and the PlayStation had Heihachi Mishima, the Xbox had Spawn,
from Tekken, right?
And the GameCube had Link from Zelda.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird, right? But yeah, I'm okay with the collection. I think it's great, but the Switch version pisses me off. Anytime a collection's announced for the Switch, I'm like, you get half of it and the rest is digital download. I'm like, I'm so sick of that.
Well, they did that with the
pay
other
up and put it all.
The Capcom Fighter Collection, right? They did that too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. It's just so I have to usually order from Europe to get mine because in Europe all of them usually are on the cart, or in Japan they're always on the cart.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Most of my collections like that are PAL versions because of that fact. Because they even you can go on Play Asia and get the Asia version of a lot of collection. They'll write down all games are on the cart.
Then why do it in North America and split it up? Then if you're fitting it on the cart, that's silly.
Cheaper,
I mean,
right?
I guess.
They only have to pay for a 2 gig cart in North America.
Well, I don't understand how all those games just don't already fit.
Exactly. That's why, like, when the Konami collection come out, like, how could they all not fit on a 2 gig cart? But apparently Capcom went like with a 1 gig or a 500 meg cart for it.
Of course, they cheaped out.
Because you pay more
right
to Nintendo for the size of the cart.
But even then, like even if it's 14 games, how much space are you going to take up? Like 50 megs at most?
Right. Well, if there's a PlayStation 1 game on there, right, it's at least 400 megs or 300.
I don't think there is.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. But if they're not all, they're guaranteed they're not all going to be on the cart. I guarantee it.
So for me, I have a big problem paying for digital retro games that I don't care about the artwork or any of those other features that I could, like, if I want to play those games that bad, I'll emulate it myself. I'm sorry for that much. Like, give me a physical media, give me something different. That's the problem I have.
At least they're not doing what they did with the Kingdom Hearts collection on the Switch, where it's not even, where it's all streaming. It's not even digital. It's all streaming.
Wow.
Well, you know why they did that?
Because because they didn't want to convert it to the Switch.
Yeah,
so it's probably playing on some other platform and streaming to the Switch.
It would have cost too much in resources to have to reprogram and port that. Yeah.
That's where Nintendo falls down for me big time. Like, I have zero respect for them on the Switch is because of that, what they're doing. I would have rather they come out and say the Switch was all digital and don't even present physical media, and then I'd respect them a lot more. Okay, you go all digital, good.
Yeah.
But you did come out with this physical, and they started this right from the start, that half the game, one game is in, the other one's a download, and they're allowing publishers to do it. And Nintendo's at fault 100% because they set the pricing of their cart sizes. And that's why you don't blame Capcom and all them. They're trying to make a buck. And the Resident Evil Revelations collection, you get one on the cart and the next one you got to download. And they did it with the Assassin's Creed collection, all the collections. And I don't fault the publishers. I fault Nintendo for having this scaled pricing on their carts that you can only buy it from them too. So Nintendo is so anti-consumer, it's ridiculous. But they get a free pass from a bunch of idiot fanboys out there. They don't.
30 years later, I can still play it, everybody. 30 years later, I can still play it. That's all I have to say.
Sony doesn't get a free pass. Microsoft doesn't get a free pass. Publishers don't get a free pass. But Nintendo, House of Mario, they get a free pass. No, they're so anti-consumer.
I'm still mad at Sony what they did with the Vita TV. It's like, you can plug your games on it. So it's like, but none of your games will actually work on it.
Yeah, I got my Vita hacked so I get the whitelist file so I can play all of them on there.
Yep.
And then the Switch store is going to go down probably in 5 years, and then they'll come out with the next console, make you buy everything all over again.
Nintendo is in it for the consumers. No, trust me, they've been anti-consumer since the start. They've been using, they don't push technology, they don't do any of that stuff. So, I love Nintendo games and stuff. I ain't got no problem with their games, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're like a big warm and fuzzy doing everything. On behalf for the cut.
That's why I respect like the Steam store, because it started off digital. It'll always be digital. It would be very unlikely that Valve would go down. They're not going to come out with the store 2.0 and get rid of everything for 1.0.
Well, you got to think about it this way. Since it's PC, even if the Steam whole thing went down, there'd still be a way to work around to play those games.
Yeah, someone would find a way.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of the PC architecture, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean. So I want to go back before it gets buried in the comment list. I do want to bring up this Jason Schreier's post here real quick. He said he was bummed out because the VS updated and his Atari Volume 1's having issues. Only 4 games work. I'm pretty sure I have mine. I'm pretty sure I have mine updated. So
as long as it's Aqua Adventure, Food Fight, and Ninja Golf, I don't care. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, come on.
As long as those 3 work, no.
So is that 100% for everybody?
I don't know.
You good? Are you at 2.3, Rich, on your VS?
Not yet.
You know what? They do need a rollback feature if Ryan or
Is it just a VS or is it a handheld also?
I hope that does not going to happen. Are you 1, 2, 3, Crow?
Yeah, I'm on the latest, right? Let's
Yeah.
just double check that. System. Oh, I guess I'm not. Wait, is that 2.0?
2.02?
Isn't that the most recent?
No,
one?
2.3 is the recent one.
Oh,
Yeah.
So how come? Oh, okay. I guess I didn't.
Yeah.
Let's update it.
I mean, this is a. I mean, I guess we're gonna do some live testing out here.
That's what we do.
No,
I'm on 2.01 on my Evercade.
on the handheld.
I think the issue is with the VS.
When did this update come out? How come I missed it?
So, Jason, you said that there was something going on too with the handheld as well, but like in a comment.
So there's two reasons we missed it. For one, all it adds is more compatibility with third-party controllers. And for those who don't know on Discord, like there were two versions of 2.3 and one like borked the system and you had to call support to get some things fixed, which is good that they got it sorted out. So I don't think they wanted to call attention to that. I can't even talk.
Yeah.
But that's why I'll just say with any device, don't be the first person to update your firmware. Unless there's like some super awesome feature and you're willing to take the risk. But they need a rollback. They really do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that would be. I mean, if this is the case, right? And we all update, and then we're having the same issues too. Then yeah, absolutely, I would say like an update to the next version of the firmware to include a rollback option would be fantastic. Because then if there is something, then they could just put it out on social media. Oh hey, we didn't realize that when this went on the wild, there's something that's broken. Just go ahead and roll back. And
I think the big issue is they switched emulators at some point. And so some of the older carts weren't as compatible.
No, they gotta fix that. Like, if that's 100% across the board, they need to fix that. Like, that should be
try
the top
Missile
priority.
Command. Same on the Evercade.
Yeah, we'll check now in real time.
Yep.
Before Crow leaves, you have 7 minutes, Crow.
Mine just updated.
I was gonna put up Night Driver because I was wondering how that could be made worse.
That's pretty well. Consider that game was made in like 76 or 77.
But it's a paddle game. I can barely control it with the D-pad.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
I got a feeling Atari's going to do a recharge version of Night Driver.
Only 4 games work.
I'm playing Aquaventure right now.
Missile Command seems to. I don't know. Is it frozen?
Let me.
Well, maybe those are one of the 4 games. Yeah, Jason, what games? What are the 4 games that work?
I'm not. I don't have the sound on, but it sounds. It looks.
Yep.
Try Liberator.
Let me bring that down because
it's a fantastic game, by the way.
Break people's ears. All right, here we go.
Aquaventure. Yeah, Aquaventure's doesn't have great audio. All
right, so there's.
This is Atari Volume 1. This is not the arcade collection. Sorry, I thought it was the arcade collection.
Okay, so we Aquaventure, Missile Command. What
try Dark Chambers. What about Dark Chambers?
Try it. It's like the same in the Evercade. Try Missile Command. Okay.
I just played Missile Command.
Yeah, Missile Command works.
Try Tempest.
Tempest. No, that doesn't.
Food Fight. That better work.
7800. Yeah.
Food Fight. Okay.
So I can't wait for the reimagined version of that coming out.
Oh, the Food Fight. Yeah.
Yeah, but wait till who's it? Megacat's working on that. For Atari?
Megacats is working on the VCS version.
I think is it Megacat?
That's awesome.
I think so. Yeah, they partner with a retro game studio to make it. It's not a recharge version, obviously. It's a brand new Food Fight.
But how cool would that be if, like, later on, since they have a good relationship with Blaze, you see that on an Evercade later on?
If it could run, yeah, because it's going to be a modern game, right? The new Food Fight. Yeah, Megacat. Yeah, Megacat's doing it. Thanks, Ballistic.
Alien Brigade, Food Fight.
Yeah.
Ninja Golf, Motorcycle. Okay, so let's play.
Oh man.
Oh, let me just double check to see what I updated to because I didn't.
She got the latest. They might have pulled that update off the server, right?
Right. Well,
maybe that's the bad 2.3.
We might be proving that right here.
Oh, see, look, I'm at 2.0.4.
Oh.
Ooh. So did they sneak update in?
That's
now
right,
I'm going to turn mine on.
That's right. They did. That's right. They did sneak the 2.4 to fix the 2.3 issue. That's right.
Stuff.
They did. I forgot. They did.
There it is, guys. So if you're at 2.0.3, check your updates and get to 2.0.4. Looks like it's good to go, guys.
That's right. I think I remember now on the bugs forum. I think I remember
Yeah.
Ryan saying that they fixed it all. I think. Yeah, that's right.
I must have been out of the loop because I had no idea there was even a 2.0.3 update.
Jason says that's his firmware.
That's his firmware. Then I
I don't know. Because I'm
are you
playing.
using
Whoops.
Are you using the Evercade VS controller? Or are you using a different controller? Maybe that could be the issue.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's true. What's the variable? Yeah.
I don't know why those guys are shooting at you.
Because they're aliens in disguise.
Oh, I get it.
One of these days, I'm going to figure out how to play that game properly to beat it.
Yeah, so it's looking like we're all right. That's what we like Blaze being sneaky with updates.
Yep. Also,
Yeah.
I wonder maybe they fixed the firmware without actually changing the version of the firmware.
Yeah, but would that mess people up though if they had the
It could be. I don't know.
if they had
that's
the
right.
existing firmware, it's not going to show that you have an update if it's the same version, you know?
Well, you could try.
I'm running 202. Look at that, man. I'm way behind.
That's what I was running before I updated.
So yeah, guys, it's looking like
Well, to be honest with you, I haven't touched my Evercade very much in the last couple of weeks because I've been playing something else.
yeah, you've been Elden Ring.
Yeah, I haven't because I've been making the videos for the last 5 collections, which I finally got the Intellivision collection video out,
Nice.
but I still have 5 more to go, and I really haven't continued yet.
Where's
Yeah,
this
I mean,
updating from the moon? Why is it taking so long to
that's
download 213 megabytes?
Try a factory update and then flash.
That might be that.
Oh,
might
yeah,
be
These servers are on
on,
Titan.
yeah, for Jason, that you might be looking at a factory update. Yeah, I mean, definitely, hopefully they'll get back to you then, Jason, and that'll be all good.
Oh my god, that's
But,
the slowest update I've ever seen in my life.
Really, this is the slowest update, huh?
Also, Jason, go to the Discord and go to the bugs and bug Ryan there
in there.
too.
I seem to remember
That's you.
anytime
Yeah.
anything on the PS3 needed to be updated, I needed to leave the system.
Oh yeah,
an
Sony's,
hour at least.
Sony's even today, their infrastructure is so far behind anything Microsoft has.
Yes, it is, Dan.
You install a game on Sony, you go out for the day and come back, and you might be able to play it.
Well, back when internet speeds weren't even that great for me, like 10 years ago, it's like, oh man, I need a 500 gig update. Well, I guess I have to leave this on for the day.
Exactly. It's so messy that yellow spool comes on your screen when it's updating. Like, gross.
I think Pete might be making a video about that.
What one?
The title controllers. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that yellow
Yeah,
text.
Wednesday I've got my kind of first thoughts video coming out on the title controller.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it should be good.
All right,
I
guys.
like
So there isn't much in the way of general news.
It's boring, man.
There was like a little thing that was on the fans group. Let me see if
Let's
I can
talk about it.
Let's see if I can. What if I hit this here?
It's not my internet, Ziggy. Trust me, my internet's fast. It's where the server's located. It's probably over in England. most
He
likely.
played guitar. Sorry.
Let me share my screen.
Huzzah! It works.
Share this Chrome tab. Is it this one?
Yeah, shut down system.
So there was this thing that wound up. Some intrepid person went into the credits and found this thing. It's a little cheeky update there.
What does it do?
If you guys
Go there.
can read that.
I don't want to open up a random website. I wasn't born yesterday.
It's case sensitive.
It does open up a random website, but yeah, it's not so random. It's just super cheeky.
I like that. That's what I found that. I wasn't sure if anyone saw what I found that, Rich. I just said that to you. I'm like, yeah, it's fun. It's just cool that they put that in there. I mean, it's
Bit.
Yeah, bit.ly. Here, I'm gonna
case sensitive. Yeah. Put it in the chat.
I don't want to put this in the chat. I'm gonna do it anyway. Secret BS. Yeah. So everybody,
That's fine.
is it working for everybody in the chat?
Why would they do that? Oh, for the love of God. That's so
brought
90s.
back the early 2000s. I love it. I love it.
Everybody gets rolled.
Yep.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna take you up.
This is.
I hope he gets royalties every time that plays.
Yeah, right. This is I can't do it because we got
Absolutely the richest man ever.
I just hate that they were the ads that kind of like almost like took like really because of course they have to like.
But yeah, if you're looking for a laugh today, just go ahead.
Yeah,
hit that up, and there you go. Like it's just well done though. Well done. So, but I want more of that. I want more of that. Just like random places in the menu, just do whatever. And then send you to random memes on the internet, courtesy.
I must have typed it in wrong.
Yes, got him.
Yeah.
They need to release a Rick Astley couple. Yes. Oh my goodness. That's fine.
Okay, I got to take off, so I'll see you next week.
Bye.
All right, thanks, bro. We'll see you later.
Later, buddy.
Number 3.
That was it. He was done. We got to the Rickroll portion of the podcast, and then that was it.
Screw you guys! I'm going home.
Goodness gracious me. That's the best. Well, as we move on to the
that's what they do with their spare time.
Yeah, right. I was like, how are we gonna get these guys this time? I want to find out more secrets. Apparently there's like 6 or 7 more that people haven't figured out. Like, and I just don't have the time to just sit there and
playing games on their system, not looking for secrets.
I want to look for the secrets.
It's pretty cool.
Let's challenge the chat to go and find all the secrets.
That's right. Yeah, and again, make sure you're reporting them over to Deadlock, and we get them on the site.
Yeah,
we'll do a
review.
Got
no time for that.
I think it's been it's been good, good for those that have founders. I mean, now that it's been what is it now 2 or 3 weeks since the official North American release too.
Well, no, U.S. release. Canada was released.
U.S. release. Yeah. I think maybe we can start getting those secrets. Just maybe it's time for another one of those. Please make it free.
God no.
Phone in things.
1-800. How hard is it to make a 1-800 number? Like,
please make it a something. That was I got a hand slap for that.
Yeah, I told you not to do it when you did it.
I was like, it was like the fun. I don't know. It was just such a fun video.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I love doing it.
But it wasn't awesome to get a phone bill.
No,
Mine was like I did it once, and I think the phone bill was like it was $10 a call or something like that. Is it? What was it a call?
Well, for me, when I called the hotline, it was $30.
So 30.
Oh, yeah. Okay, mine was probably
US. That was rough.
I was like, y'all already made videos on it. We're good.
Yeah, but my video didn't make $30 back.
No. Yeah, I need a little
to make $30
on
a video, you have to do probably 20,000 views.
Oh, that's
yeah. So 20,000 views. Like, well, actually, I can check because I've got a video with 20,000 views. I can tell you right now. So talk about something.
All right. So
I've got quite a few videos with 20,000 views. I don't know why.
At least I'm kidding.
Hey, Al, how's it going? Yeah, you missed.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna say goodbye. I was a teenager in the 80s, so I love 80s music.
That's too much.
In your head.
That's too much.
Views. Okay, so let me go into views. Okay, I'll tell you. So I've got a video with soft mod and Xbox in 2022 is my highest video. Nice. 25,000 views.
Go for it, man.
And so you want to take a guess what 25,000 views have given me revenue on?
10 Canadian dollars. I don't know.
Ooh, holy snap, I just saw that.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. My estimated revenue on that video since it's been up since How long has it been up? I don't know. I don't know how to check that. But it's been over a year and a half in that video.
Yeah.
And it is made $161 Canadian.
Oh,
And I'm still getting 100 views on it every 48 hours.
nice.
That's crazy.
Go for it.
Nice.
Insanity, right?
Get it done.
Yeah, but I mean,
He had to mute us because he is a visitor.
Yeah. He's being invaded. It's too much algebra.
Oh, speaking of which, we're waiting on Pete. I just wanted to say that I appreciate everyone's reaction.
I went out and got breakfast this morning, and the little girl was coming in going, "Hey, boy, why is you not cooking me breakfast?" And I'm like, "Oh, your breakfast is downstairs. I already picked it up for you."
I was going to say, I appreciate everyone's reactions and support to my latest video of why Evercade is niche and all that.
Nice.
I had a few people private message me on YouTube and all that. And
That's good.
What was it? What video?
so I mean, why Evercade is niche and the truth, because
I didn't watch that.
You never watch me.
No, I gotta stay away from content that's similar to mine, dude. I don't want to copy your crap. Somebody's already been copying my crap. I don't want to copy this crap. I'll watch it though. I'll watch it. I'll show some support on it.
Yeah. Well,
I better watch your game view videos, right? Because I'll do that, but I don't want to actually do a video inadvertently that you've done, right? You know what I mean?
I don't think this one, because
should I watch it, Ed?
Yes.
I will.
Well, because it's I don't like you say you avoid
Jason
the Facebook
good video too, so because I'm scared a month from now I'll do the same content inadvertently, right? You know, I'll say, "Oh, why it's a niche product," but I think I've been saying that for years anyway about stuff.
Well, it's basically so there's a lot of the community, a lot of people that here that are awesome and understand Evercade, and there's people that are butthurt because like Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, and all the greatest things aren't going to it. And then you have people who are just silly, stupid, and say unless they get Wi-Fi, unless they get stuff, Evercade is going under.
And
I'm like,
YouTubers who review it and don't have a clue what they're talking about. You know you are. You know you are.
Not only that
you know
too.
Who you are, buddy, who's reviewing it and have no clue what you're talking about, and is just like talking about your bag, or sack.
Thank you, Retro Gaming Revival. But it's also too why on my when I post my link to YouTube, post my link to Facebook, why I've had to turn off comments. You know, and it's because of the Michaels. So you watch my video and you'll get that reference. And I won't say who it was.
You the way of the band. I'll teach you how to do that, Ed.
But here and I
watch all. Ed's got a good time. Yeah, I watch majority of Ed's content. Like I watch all of it.
But here's the thing, though. I like to engage into the community. So
that's all.
You know, well, and that's the thing. When you post in Facebook, you can't delete or ban other people's comments.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't really post on Facebook that much. Only to Evercade group, and I got out of VCS group. I got out of all the Miko groups.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the official, and I think Rich is an admin on the official, fan, the non-official fans. That's the one I'm talking about.
No.
That's exactly the one I'm talking. People tend to behave more in the official Evercade because it's public, and I think because it's moderated. But this one, and I get it. You want people to be able to say stuff, but I got tired of the same 5 people who wouldn't watch my videos and would just like pile on and say, and say stuff. So, anyways, I appreciate everyone's support on.
What's up, Rad? What's going on?
Oh, hey, Rad.
So nice. So, so yeah, like let's jump into this Technos cart, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's finish this bad boy up. All right. So what we got is we got the last 4 on the bottom. We got Double Dragon 3, Mania Challenge, Mickey Monkey, and Battle Lane Volume 5.
Ban Dan from my channel right now.
Thanks, Dan.
The bands are Fast and Furious. But let's start off with a little Battle Lane Volume 5.
That game is way too overtuned, I find. It's not fun. Meaning it's too difficult. I find the difficulty in this game is just, this is meant to just take every quarter from you.
I agree.
Like I just feel like it's they could have had a little easier learning curve on this one while you get through it a bit. Like, I mean, plus I find that it's just too difficult for the first level.
So I'll tell you what my main issue, and I think when I reviewed it, is that I hate seeing how the background is yellow, and then your bullets that you shoot are white.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's very difficult to see where you're shooting. And you bring up a great point, Pete, because if Blaze added dip switches, you could set this on the easiest difficulty, and maybe it might be a little, a little bit more fun to play.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff wrong with this game. I think it could have been fun if they just, get more, at least give you more for your quarter. That's basically all I'm asking for on this.
More lives, yeah. Dip switches, we could do that.
Yeah,
I've never gotten past this part.
Yeah, this is where literally it's made. But even spending more quarters don't get you past it or get you an advantage here, right? It's just,
Right.
Yeah.
And the bullets being white is not helpful either, right?
Yeah, you can't even see. Yeah,
This
they're
game is the
enemies.
Dark Souls of
Yeah.
Evercade.
Man, I can't even understand how, because this is Crow's footage. I can't even understand how he's getting through all of that and weaving through. Because when I played this game, I didn't even get to here because I couldn't get past.
Well, I've died here.
The trucks.
died.
This is nuts. Even if I got here, I'd be like, "Oh, sweet, I'm here. I'm done."
And then you die in 5 seconds. At least that's what happens to me.
Crow's a good gamer, man.
It's the Dark Souls of the
Yeah.
Evercade.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
put in the time for this game for sure.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. No, this is a good run. I mean, I can't believe he's still actually just standing. It's just nuts.
You know what though? I bet with a joystick too, this game would be a little bit easier, especially to get those diagonals. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and maybe he is using, a different an arcade stick or something like that. That's
So what happens when you beat it?
But yeah, I mean this game, I think it has the possibility of being really cool.
You've got a missile there. See, I wouldn't have even known to do that. You get back on your.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got the possibility. Like I said, it's got the possibility of being cool. It's just I don't know. It's a miss for me because of the difficulty. Right? It just hits you in the face real quick, and then I don't know. I just don't have any interest in going any further after this. So that's it. That's it for me.
And the bridges.
Still, look at Crow. It's like a
I
machine.
know, right? Yeah.
I can't believe he just got past that truck. It got real
pretty
close to
impressive.
him. If that was me, I would have got clipped by the truck and I would have died.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this.
Wish he was here. We could ask him what the tips and tricks are. Oh well.
Yeah.
Invincibility mode.
That's all right. We'll bug him. We'll bug him next week.
Mad skills.
Okay.
that's all
How
I
did
can
you
say.
get through all of this in Battle Lane? This is ridiculous. A quick plug for Continued, his side channel where all these videos come from. This I might go back and watch full length most of these videos again to find out what's going on. How is he doing? Crow's an arcade god.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have time to dedicate to get good on a lot of these games. If they don't if they're not fun within the first 5 minutes, I'm probably not going to play them very much at all ever again.
Well,
like-
but you know
Too
that's
many
why
other games.
that's why I do those videos that I do. It's because I don't have the time either. Most of those times when I'm playing those games, I'm on lunch at work.
I will admit the masochist to me though does have me coming back to this game. I can get back, I can get farther. I can do it this time.
Yeah.
Nope, I've already seen enough of what's in front of what I haven't finished yet, so I'm good to go. Though I'm going to have to play it for Chasing Ice Horse soon, I guess. I got to move to that collection, so I'm already predicting the misery on this one.
It's a wild one. It's a wild one. So
Pro Go, holy crap!
So Battle, I mean, for me is I don't know. For me, it's a little bit of a miss. But
he hasn't even lost a life in this footage. How many hours did he have to play? That's what I want to know.
Maybe he's using the EverDrive. Got invincibility on.
It's just I don't even know, man. This is crazy.
Crow's the secret creator of EverDrive.
Nice. So, all right, cool. So let's say we move on to the next game. In order would be Double Dragon. So let's go. So, man, we got.
So, all right, let me talk. All I have to say about this game, it sucked when I was a kid, and it still sucks now.
But it's better now because you got save states. and endless continues. Whereas in the arcade, you had to spend a literal fortune to play this game to get your power ups.
So you know what though? So this was my first experience like for pay to win. Like I couldn't believe you can go in and actually use real quarters, but it's choppy. It doesn't feel like a Double Dragon. The characters, like the art is ridiculous. Like I remember being so disappointed with this as a kid. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I wish we got Double Dragon 1. Sorry.
The only redeeming thing about this game is you don't have to spend quarters anymore to play it, right? That's save states and no quarters for the. This is like I think one of the first instances of pay to win in the game.
Yeah,
DLC.
Herm's here. He's back.
Yeah, so I don't mind it. I don't mind this game at all. It's Double Dragon, but I've got a bent towards Double Dragon anyway. Like, I find at least the speed is not as bad as Double Dragon 2 arcade. At least that is better in this game. It is a bit choppy, but all the Double Dragons don't play well anyway on arcade. They all got some slowdown and choppiness, some of them. NES is the best version, except the NES version of this really sucks because you can't get any additional continues, and you got to really be good at it to finish this game.
Yeah.
Why can't they just give us Double Dragon 1 with a disclaimer? Just have something that pops up that just says, no, there may be slowdown because it's
I still think it's a licensing issue, not a performance issue, because everybody else has it out on systems. So
yeah,
public already knows this. It has to be a licensing issue. That's what I think. Because it's out on Switch with the performance issues. It's out on everything else with the same performance issues. So
yeah, I mean, so for me, this game, with the choppiness, I want to associate this with playing like a Game & Watch or one of those Tiger handhelds.
No, yeah, for sure. Right?
You know, like that's kind of what it feels like. And for me, it's one of those games where I almost want to like it despite its flaws, because I've never seen an arcade game have this kind of performance in a beat 'em up, right? Where everything is just so janky, and it makes me want to dive in and play it all the way, just to experience.
Oh, you should finish it. It's an interesting take on it, right? It's like, it's more fantastical than the other Double Dragons, right?
I beat it just to say, but even the other characters you get are weird. It doesn't feel like you're playing Double Dragon. That's
it. It's a big departure story-wise, everything, right? Like, it's a big departure in the series. But yeah, like for me, like these are just, it's cool to have them. That's about it, right? Like there's much better versions of Double Dragon out there.
Yeah.
Or Double Dragon games also. Like really don't sleep on Double Dragon Neon or Double Dragon, I forget what's called on the 360.
Would you kill this thing?
Fantastic games.
Yep.
Had to do it. Thanks, Ian.
James Wolfe, I'm over his bit.
You needed the second one in case you missed the first one.
Seen James Wolfe not be an angry video game nerd. He's one of the nicest human beings ever. Like, yeah, I don't buy his act anymore. Like, you can't, right? It's like when you found out that Francis character was actually Boogie. Like, yeah, like, it wasn't a character. It was a character. It wasn't a real person. Like, yeah, not fun anymore.
It'd be like, Weird Al really wasn't weird.
Weird Al's not weird. Well, he's kind of weird, but he's like super chill, super like cool dude, right? But yeah, when when you start seeing James Wolfe not in the angry video game nerd persona, it's like, I kind of don't buy it anymore. That's just me.
Funny that you mentioned that, because with me, if anything, like I hold back. Like as the audience has gotten to know me, I let my weirdness sip through more and more. That's all I can have to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean,
that's me.
What do
I swear less on my videos than I do in real life. I use fudge a lot in real life.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Jeeps. Holy moly.
Yeah. It's all good though.
Okay, I think we've beaten this one to death.
Yeah. I mean, we'll leave this one. We'll leave this one to rest here. But I don't know. Again, I guess I don't know. I guess Final Thoughts is like, it's bad, but
no, it's
like a bad movie, right?
Yeah, it's just mediocre, but it's still Double Dragon. It's just weird version of one.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's kind
Well,
of where.
kind of does and it doesn't, right?
Yeah,
I'd probably never play it again now that I've beaten it. I'll just say that.
yeah.
I have no desire.
You have to kill me before you touch the stone.
Yeah.
So violent.
It just seems like they gave a license to whoever and they just made it and they're just like, yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like even the art style, look at these fools. They don't even look like, I mean, God.
Well, all these games were rushed back in the day anyway. All the beat 'em ups, right? One like they all didn't take more than 6 months to make a lot of these, so they cut corners. They need to get it out right, and
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get on over to another form of fighting in Mania Challenge. So this one, I mean, wrestling games are okay, in my opinion. Like, I'm not a huge wrestling game fan, and this one is also like right in there. This is like, I guess this is like the series of just okay.
I find it's pretty good. Like I had fun playing this game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty fun. So is the ring out thing a thing?
They fixed it.
Yeah, they've updated that. Yeah.
Okay.
You couldn't get back into the ring.
Yeah, well, or if you throw an opponent out of the ring, they don't get back in the ring.
And you couldn't do all special moves too, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was playing it. I guess I need to update the handheld then.
Yeah.
So I was playing it,
When
I was playing it yesterday, and I kept throwing the opponent out of the ring, and it's like he's not getting back in.
Yeah.
All right. And
Yeah,
then
you
the,
need to update it.
the match just ends, and I'm like, oh, sweet, I won.
That's what happened to me the first time, but I got thrown out of the ring and didn't play it to the update. So here's my only issue. So of course you'd rather have all the licensed wrestlers and everything, right? So you can't compare it to that. But what I can compare it to is pro wrestling for Nintendo. And that was like they totally made it. You could only be one character. That's the big issue that I have. It gets boring being that main guy. Like if you could be like a few other characters, I'd be fine. But.
Yeah, I get that.
That's true.
Dynamite Tommy against
But with that said, I'll probably, like, if I put in this collection, I'll probably jump in and play at least one game of this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the people that would read this comment would be like, well, I guess never say never. But
not until Vince McMahon dies and he passes his fortune to whoever who's more reasonable. That's all.
Can't re-release those games anyway because of the name WWF. So they'd have to do some edit to change it. Because if you license them, they got to say WWE, right? That's probably the big black. You can't re-release them with WWF or they'd be in infringement problems with World
Wildlife Federation.
Imagine like the company would have to edit ROM, right?
Yeah. Oh,
or they WWE would pay certain amount of sales to WWF if they didn't want to do that.
And he says the one thing I want to mention about this game is that it's weird that the characters move at different frame rates. That changes during certain actions. So I think
that's Double Dragon.
Yeah, he was talking about Double Dragon there. But yeah, that's pretty wild. Look at Crow just going through these.
I know, right?
It's just like, no, that's it. You're done. Just tossing them around the ring a couple times. Just get the pin in. It's good stuff.
That's why it takes so long to get his videos out because he plays them so much. He gets so good at them. Smart, actually.
It's awesome, though. It's really good. No, I mean, I enjoyed my time with this one, but again, it's like one of those. It's not going to like really rank real high on a list for me because wrestling games and me are just not. I'm not like super into them. But
do you like wrestling in real life?
Do I watch wrestling? Yeah. I mean, I haven't in a while, but
late 80s, early 90s when I stopped watching wrestling.
Got it.
Yeah,
I love that classic era.
I dabble. I was big into the classic era too. Growing up,
I watched the Sundays cartoons. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
You ever watched the WWF cartoons with Hulk Hogan, Junkyard Dog? They were like superheroes, like kind of like.
Yeah, I think I
That
saw
was
a
awesome.
couple of those.
Oh my god, I still love watching those. They were excellent.
As an
I used to
adult,
have
though, they're unwatchable. Well, that's difficult.
Yeah,
to- Well, most of the stuff from the 80s is unwatchable.
I know, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Roddy Piper. Yep.
He Ballistic
Yeah.
used to have the ring and then the figurines. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like Piper, Axon Jim Duggan, Hulk Hogan, Coco Beware, King Kong Bundy, Andre the Giant. Like I had all those figures, those rubber figures like that. I used to have all those, man. I just love that.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Yeah, and
Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, those are all the classics. Like, I mean, that's when all of those characters just like really had character.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were just awesome, man. And then the tag teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Can-Ham Connection, that was awesome. The one guy from Rick Martino from Canada, and I forget the American, and they were like a tag team combination.
Yeah,
so they wore a half Canadian leg and a half American leg, and it was awesome. And then you had the Heart Foundation for the British Bulldogs. Oh, dude, like that was like in the 80s and late 80s, starting early 90s, and then they went to the Attitude Era.
Yep.
And over sexualized everything for about forever actually. But
yeah. I mean, there were some funny moments in the Attitude Era, like
I don't absolutely, like, and I did get into it again when it was NWO, the WCW versus WWE kind of thing.
Yeah.
Check out the Dark Side of the Ring documentary series, and you find out like some of the shiz that like went down.
Oh, dude, the behind the scenes wrestling is more fantastical than the writing they write for the
absolutely
series.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the whole thing with Randy Savage and his wife, and
and Hulk Hogan. Well, there's a whole movie, a TV show out from the guy from the Arrow, Stephen Amell, and he does a wrestling show on TNT or something like a movie, like a TV show where he's a small town wrestling promotion, and they talk all of it's about the behind the scene crap that happens in wrestling.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was like I don't know, it was just something about wrestling. I still kind of thought back then when I was a kid that it was still real. Like, you know, you
real
had
to me. Oh, I love that meme.
People saying it's fake. They have to kind of quantify that even today. The fake part about it is the story and they physically go through a lot to just
they're still wrecking each other out there.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Right, or entertainment, I should call it. But yeah, like, mad respect to wrestlers who do that to their body and get. A lot of them don't get paid a lot and have to do it 300 nights a year. It's crazy, dude. It's like
it's nuts.
Painkillers and stuff, like. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I kind of got out of it with The Rock, like, because it got comical, right? The Rock was kind of a comical, bigger than life person.
Yeah.
I like Steve Austin though. Always like Steve Austin.
Because he was like down to earth, right? You know,
he has an interview show which he does too, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I've checked that out, and then some of the other newer promotions, I've checked those out too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I always thought WWE was just so much ahead of everyone else with their presentation and production value. Anyway,
for sure. Well, I mean, that's where the money is too, right?
The WCW was always, for me anyway, felt like a tier below even the WWE.
Yeah. Well, and then there are people that are into that stuff, you know, because of that, right? They're the indie, you know, like lower budget kind of thing, but that's sometimes you can get great stuff out of that because you get people that really want to push, you know, they get some great matches and like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Ballistic Boy says, wrestling used to be really real right up until the 70s. Like, it was an actual, like, considered real sport.
Yep. Yeah.
Good.
No, they all sorts of good stuff. Yeah.
When wrestling just looked like regular guys.
Yeah, I hear the same good things, John, about AEW. I gotta check it out. And then because a lot of what happens is, you know, some of these like what we call like I don't know, I guess what I call a mid-tier promotion, like AEW, they're getting all these great talent that, you know, is falling off of the WWE roster, and then people that are coming back that haven't wrestled in years, and they're really putting on some good shows. So yeah, it might be something to check out for sure. But anyway, before we get into Wrestling Cast, let's
one more game.
let's move on to Mickey Monkey.
Mickey Monkey.
I just got my video up on the channel on this. I had no idea how to play it first when I was playing it. I'm like, oh, is it like Donkey Kong Jr.? I was playing it like that, but
Yeah,
This game, I find it to be as fun as it is frustrating. At least you can keep continuing. You know, I can use, like, if I put in this cart, I'll go in, beat a level or two, and then get out. Oh, so he tells you, so you have to complete, like, he'll say, like, bring up. So you got to bring up the, I'm putting the screen, you can't. So you have to bring up, in that case, like the lemon, and you had to bring up the apple. Now you got to bring him down. Yeah. And you got to do that 5 times, and then you beat the level, or if you die. So the good thing about that is it's random. So sometimes if you keep playing a level long enough, you can beat it, because it gets.
That's what happened to me in my challenge, in my I Score Chase. I just happened to play it long enough to finish the level, and I'm like, how did I do that?
It gets ridiculously hard. Like this game, they try to make it deceptively easy, but it's a fun-hate relationship. You know, I think it's fun to play for a little bit, and then you just get frustrated. But it's awesome that it's on here.
Yeah. No, because I first tried to play it like Donkey Kong Jr., which is the wrong approach. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and for me, playing,
my wife and I ought to play it like
messages. Yeah, you got to complete the monkey's messages. That's what it is. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, it was just it was like I've gone back and played it again after some people gave me some instructions on what to do and stuff like that. So yeah, it gets hard, but I don't know. I kind of gravitate towards these little short, fun games now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I like sound effects in this game. Like, I ain't got no problem with this game. I think it's decent. Like,
so if I'm being the only one issue I have with this game and a bunch of other arcade games that for me it's only playable on the VS because on the handheld it's too tiny for me to see unless they make where you can tilt it vertical mode.
Yeah. The screen is really, really tight on this one for sure on the handheld mode. Yeah. So it is hard to see for sure.
Yeah, but, I think if they do, the more I think about if they do an Evercade handheld version 2, I hope they do a bigger screen, like a XL version of it. That would be cool.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, like that I would like because, yeah, you're right. It is kind of tight right now.
But they could make it so you could just rotate it, and then you could, and this game would still be playable. There's only like one button. You can just kind of hold it like a Wonder Swan and just play it. Dang it!
Yep. Yeah. No, I really like the fact that these games, where are you going to see a Mickey Monkey cabinet, right? Like
it's hard just to find an image of it to put on my thumbnail.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you don't want to Googling the word Mickey Monkey. You get some really weird stuff. So make sure you Google Mickey Monkey arcade cabinet.
Yes.
In incognito mode. No.
For sure.
What's incognito?
But yeah, I mean,
what's that incognito mode?
Well, Chrome, you can go in incognito, so it doesn't save anything to your cache or history.
Yeah.
Oh,
just basically keeps all your stuff.
Easy for that.
Yeah.
Way too late for that.
But yeah, no, it goes to that like discovery thing, right? Like so these arcade games, some of them you'll never see in real life because they're just not there, right?
Yeah, none of these. You're absolutely right. Like, who has this cabinet anywhere in the world? There's got to be one.
I know what you mean. But yeah, it has to be a specialty place like that. Yeah, no, absolutely right. Not many places are going to have this.
Exactly. So it's cool. It's cool to see, and it is a fun game. This is one definitely. It takes a good bit to learn the mechanics and get really set. The one thing I find really frustrating though is I guess the enemy monkeys. They're relentless. They're so brutal. And I see here in this playthrough, there's a way to defeat them, and I need to learn like what is it that you do. I think you have to pick up a power up, and then you get them.
Yeah.
They want
like
your quarter.
Soda Pop. But it gets rarer the more higher you go, you don't get it as much. So it's like
it's that bottle, right?
Yeah. You gotta outrun the monkey with your wits. And the monkey gets faster, like look at that.
Yeah. And well, I mean, and it's not even like fair sometimes because you're like, all right, well, let me try to see if I can get the get both of them. And if he's on one side, you're done. It's not gonna happen.
The good and the bad thing about this game is sometimes it's the luck of the messages. Like sometimes you go to that, you have to like go to that side and it'll say bring up or down, and depending on the level it gets easier. So if you play the level enough times, you can eventually beat it.
Yeah. That is a good question, John. Why does the monkey have a gun? It's a little rude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a fun game for sure. And like I said, I'm glad it's on there, and I'm hopeful that in all of the future arcade carts that are going to come out, especially of like a bigger name like a Technos, Data East, that kind of stuff, we're going to see more of those. Oh, here's this random game that you never saw, and it's
you know what, Rich? I'm happy we're getting the Morph Cat, and I'm happy we're getting Intellivision, but the next one better be 2 arcade carts because.
Well, yeah, they need arcade carts out now. It's like,
yeah, I think
June, or was it? We're getting May carts, right? End of May.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think at June, like they should do a couple more arcade carts.
It's time for that, right? Yeah. I mean, we start the year off with 4 regular collections. We gotta have. I'm gonna say the next announcement has to be arcades. It just, I mean, this doesn't have. I mean, it's not like I can control what Blaze does, but as a fan, I'm saying, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably in their plan. I think if we get 4 arcade carts this year is probably good. Like I mean, we might only get 2, but
yeah.
Can I get your honest opinion on Coffee Christ? The game is overrated, Jason. You're not necessarily wrong. I like the game, but because I got really used to the combat.
Yeah.
But it is overrated if people think it's a great beat 'em up, because the combat itself is very floaty and not precise. So I would say I could see people saying it's overrated.
It's easier on the VS with the controls. With using
absolutely. Yeah, I've only ever finished it on the actual handheld. I've not played it on the VS. So
I need to. Yeah.
It's
but
fun. I think the controls, like, the combat is a bit like not precise and great. You got to get used to. I find there's a bit of input lag on it, and once you get used to it, it's super easy game. But I do love the mini games in between levels and stuff like that. And in fact, you're a coffee dude, and I love coffee. Yep. Like, duh, this was my morning coffee. Like, a massive Tim Hortons, right?
I love that it's bizarre, but you got to get used to the way they swing the coffee beans.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not when I would say it's overrated in the beat up genre. It's kind of its own little thing, and I like that. So
yeah, and I'm in there too. Like, I'm not gonna put Coffee Crisis in a category where I'm putting it up against any of the bigger beat 'em ups, like Streets of Rage, like Double Dragon or Final Fright. I'm like, no,
none of the NES Double Dragons. Like, it doesn't. Probably better. It's better than 3 for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, better than 3, but it doesn't come close to Super Double Dragon or Double Dragon Neon. I still think Double Dragon Neon is one of the best Double Dragon games. Absolutely.
They should have made more sequels to Super.
I'm working on that. That's my plan for this summer, to finally have the kahunas to do my ranking of Double Dragon games. I've been holding off for years because I'm scared to do it. And I'm going to do it for Pitfall too, but those are my big summer projects.
That's awesome.
To really kind of do my ranking of my favorite IPs. I want to do that.
Yeah.
But I haven't got all of them physically yet, so I need to get a few more physicals, and then I'll do it because I want to play it on the OG hardware.
That's awesome.
Again, yeah. But
what do you miss?
It's good. It's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and that's what I would lean in there too, as far as like Coffee Crisp just being it's all right, it's good, it's fun to play, it's got the quirky charm, and that kind of thing. But what are you missing there, Pete, in your collections? You said you need to get some physicals.
Did they port any of the Double Dragons like Amiga or anything?
A couple of Game Boy Advance games. And a couple Game Boy games. I don't have the physicals of a couple Game Boy games.
Pete, did they port that to like Commodore or any computers?
Yeah. But I'm only doing consoles.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if I had. So I got the PC Engine version one. So I've got the PC Engine CD version. I got that. Mm-hmm. Which ones have been missing? Yeah, it's the Game Boy and a Game Boy Advance one. I'm just looking over here now at my collection. Yeah. That's it. Yep, some Game Boy ones. Game Boy Advance. They're expensive though, like $200-300 for.
Are you counting the Tiger Electronics? Are you counting that as a console?
No. No, but I'm scared to get into those because I don't need more of those things. But
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the actual.
They're fun to
console.
look at.
Yeah. Well, Tiger
Yeah.
Electronics were fun back in the day, but yeah,
We were kids. We didn't know any better.
exactly right. Like
Right?
they were like in a lot of ways better than Game & Watch. Like I found, but
Well, they're a little more advanced than some of the Game & Watch games for sure. Yeah, a little more.
Double Dragon was everywhere, right? So it's like I've got the Atari Double Dragon, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We have to do a video on that sometime. That'd be interesting with one button.
Yeah,
Lucky.
no, it's fun. It's actually fun. It's actually not a bad port of it.
Better than Double Dragon 3, I bet.
I can because I have the Atari 77, Retron 77.
Yep.
And I've just got my new control pad for it right behind there. If you can see it right there. That's the NES version of the Atari joystick right there.
That's cool.
Oh, there's a name for that. It's the
Hyperkin Ranger.
Ranger. That's right.
I thought about getting the Retron 77, but then I'd probably
It's got the spinner on it too.
Jailbreak it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Cool.
I already modded my Retron 77.
Nice.
I went and modded it, but yeah, should be cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I forget how many I'm missing, but I know definitely there's like a $300 one that I'm not spending $300 on it. I'm hoping to find it at a garage sale one day.
Double Dragon on the Jag, huh?
Yeah, that's the fighting game.
Oh, God.
That's the Double Dragon V 5. Yeah, I don't have that one, but I have it on Super Nintendo and Genesis.
Nice.
Yep.
I had Double Dragon on my R-Zone headgear. Nice.
Double Dragon is like the first Elder Scrolls Skyrim game. Skyrim's on everything, right? And Double Dragon was the first to do that. It went everywhere.
Yeah.
And multiple different versions of it. That's the fun thing about Double Dragon. Like the arcade is different than the NES, which is different than the Game Boy, which is different than the Game Boy Advance, which is different from like all different. They always add little variants to the game.
Yeah, which is different than the 2600 version for sure.
Yeah, all different. Yeah, so they're like, it's kind of funny, right? Back in the day, they all had to do a different version of the same number in the series.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, I've got the Super Famicom version of Double Dragon 4, which is Super Double Dragon.
Is there a Game Gear version?
It's called Return of the Double Dragon on the Super Famicom, and on the Super Nintendo it's just called Super Double Dragon. They're a bit different.
Is there a Game Gear version, or did they not do that since Master System?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Because I know Streets of Rage. Yeah, that's the only
Sega
reason.
and it was never followed to Sega stuff. I don't know. I should check. I'm gonna check that right now.
That would probably be a cool, inexpensive version. I would imagine since Game Gear stuff is cheap.
There
There
was a release on Game Gear.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is. Yeah, I need to get that. And it looks like the Master System version.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
it could very well be.
Cool.
Because again, like that's my secret. That's my secret thing. Once
I know we're going off on a tangent, but I think it is. I just want to say real quick, I think it is cool, Pete, what you do and some other collectors do, like specialize in collecting in a subset of a genre. Like to me, I think there's more meaning in that than getting like every single Nintendo game. So
no, and only my Switch games looks like a lot, but they're all 90% indie games.
Yeah,
physical versions of indie games that I don't like. I just love to play. And even though I got a lot of video games right here, but there's not a lot. They're all games I played or grew up with and enjoyed, and just playing for 40 years, you've experienced thousands of games as a gamer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I only collect. The only collection I was thinking about and still think about going for a full version of is the Xbox original, but I'm backing off of that now because I find that there's a lot of games I don't really have any interest playing.
Yeah.
So my Xbox original collection is probably going to get whittled down from the 500 I have down to probably 250, of games that are really good.
Yeah,
so I'm going to slowly start going down because I feel like that I'm not going to play a lot of the games I don't like. LGM. So why am? LGM they did all the movie games. So I did a video on that a year and a half ago on the channel. I don't think they can get LGN just because of the best games they had. And I quote best for LGN movie titles, of which you're never going to get licenses for them, right?
Well, and they were an offshoot though, weren't they?
Well, LGN was an offshoot of Konami. No, Konami. So back in the day, why all these little offshoots exist is because the NES, you only were allowed as one publisher to put you couldn't have, you can only put an X number of games per publisher a year on the NES by Nintendo rules. Again, anti-freaking consumer from Nintendo. They said, Konami, you could get 6 games a year. Guess what Konami did? Let's go spin off another company, give it a different name, and put 6 titles. That's why Turtles are made by
Ultra.
Ultra.
Yeah.
That's Konami's second company.
Yeah.
LGN's the second company of another Japanese publisher.
Yeah.
So that's why, again, they exist is because of those rules. Yeah. LGN's the Rainbow one, right?
Yeah. I want to say it was Acclaim.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Acclaim, because it's kind of got that. Yeah.
I Wikipedia'd it. Yeah.
Movie games, right? LGN.
Oh, yeah. It's a company that made all those horrible movies.
That's what I mean. That's why I say good games and quotes. There are a couple Japanese.
Yeah, for toys, yes.
They made RoboCop, right? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
RoboCop, yeah. So or publish RoboCop.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why it would be very hard to get licenses for those.
Yeah.
Which is challenging, but
yeah. I don't know if I want that.
I mean, it would be just funny to have it, but yeah, I mean the licensing hoops that everyone over there would have to go through in order to make that happen. It's
not worth the money, right? Like for
I don't think it would be worth it to actually do it
for something worth $25.
No.
Go after CollectorVision and get they've got so many ROM packs.
Yeah.
Do 10 carts just on CollectorVision games and do well, I think.
I think well I'm getting
games are like John is like I know him now because I've been on a couple of podcasts with him. Like he's like very like he talked to them. He said he has been talking to them, just trying to find because he said they're very busy, so they haven't had a chance to make a deal. But CollectorVision's like I'm a big fan of their ROM packs. So much value there.
You hear that, Blaze?
They've been talking. They've talked. John said they were chatting. They had a few contacts, but Evercade got so busy, right? Hey, and speaking of CollectorVision, they're making a spinner. They're looking for interest now on Facebook. So go to their CollectorVision group. They're gonna create a spinner like an actual control pad that has spinners and stuff in it.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
It's gonna be like a 9-pin or USB or.
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't really looked into it outside of that. Oh well, time for the kids are here, so yeah, we should get going. I paid $2.50 for an LGN collection. Yeah, you're probably paying by about $1.50.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
And the sad thing is, most of my NES collection are movie tie-ins and sports games because that's what I used to play when I was a kid. Because I go to the movie, watch it on VHS, and want to play the game. That's why I've got the least expensive NES collection ever. $2 games.
Oh, that is so cool that he likes Xeno Crisis. That is so cool.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna go play Tanglewood now. But he came in the room specifically to ask for the Fox game.
That's awesome.
I'm not lying. He's got
2 copies of that.
I think he's been playing. To be honest, I think he's been playing.
He's tricking you. Playing Fox games. He's out there poning Xenogears.
Yeah, right. He's playing a Xeno Crisis. Well, he just brought me back Codemasters. He was playing Codemasters.
Oh, that collection.
Yeah,
that's brutal difficulty on that.
He likes punishment.
Well, he likes he likes skid marks because it has trucks in it.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
He's that one person who likes skid marks.
Yes. Yeah, everyone was like bagging on it. I'm like, Douglas.
Well, it was arrows and actually skid marks in the game called skid marks, and it would have worked well.
Yeah,
skid marks, arrows. Play the Amiga version of it, but yeah. I love that. The game is called skid marks. Well, where's the skid marks?
Yeah. So anyway, I think we're we've got everything we need for today. It's an awesome conversation as always. The score challenge will happen next week because of course Crow's not here. And then we'll get a new.
Just might have won if Crow wasn't here today.
Well,
yeah, true.
Yeah, I think it's Link's Collection 2. Blue Lightning was the winner on the thing. I mean, unless somebody wants to get into that, find the post from last week and get in there and vote out another game.
No, I think Blue Lightning is
Do it.
so far.
I think Blue Lightning is like far and away though. So
yeah.
So it's good. It's good stuff. Got anything going in the final thoughts category? Got anything going on the channels this week, guys?
I've got what I got coming up this week. I've got the final Chasing High Scores in the Evercade, the first card, Data East.
Nice.
Or Technos, sorry. And then I've got the Egret 2 trackball controller unboxing, and then a Atari VCS Chasing High Scores video. So,
excellent.
So I got.
Nice. Oh, you're doing the Chasing High Scores on a VCS. What are you going to do?
Yeah. And I'm going to be doing on a couple of my minis too. Yeah, I'm going to be doing it across the board. I'm going to do it on original Xbox. So yeah, I'm going to be doing the Chasing High Scores, and there's an episode reset on each console. So last week I put episode 1 out on the Atari VCS, and now episode 6 will drop on the Evercade this week.
That's awesome. Good stuff. All right, cool. What you got, Ed?
So check this out. So I never really given my feedback on the Intellivision 2 collection trailer. So I went ahead and I recorded that. But Sir Top Hat set out an incredible tweet kind of involving kind of a fun kind of game you can kind of play with Evercade. And I was so inspired by that I made a whole nother video. And why am I frozen there?
I don't know.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I don't know why I'm frozen either. Okay. So I went ahead and I recorded a whole nother video, which I'm pretty much putting the finishing touches on that should be out on Tuesday. And then I may release the other one after that. I'm waiting for Renovation Collection. So
nice.
Something different.
All right, good stuff. Why
am I frozen?
Oh, you're back.
There we go.
You're good.
Dang Windows.
Yeah.
That was weird.
So yeah, and over here we've got the the plugging away again. I think I've figured out a way to get my schedule back. So I think we're back Monday through Friday again, recording and including Saturdays, of course, with the Evercast. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's got pre-recorded, and I'm going to see if I can keep the stuff running, which is awesome. So I'm excited because we're getting into Golden Axe Warrior Dungeon 4 and playing some weird games. But this Wednesday is going to be real weird. I don't know how I feel about it.
Nice.
I just the tease. It was a game that I was so high on because I was reading the description. And I was like, oh man, this is gonna be so good. And then I don't know what happens. But.
Dan, spoiler: Renovation Cart really is really good. I think what I'm scared of. I think everybody's built that up so high that it might fall flat for some people. Like the expectation for that cart.
Yeah, I'm trying not to push too much. I'm excited about getting both carts, but I
forgetting about it, which is a good thing. So I guess even though a few people told me about, like John Hancock mentioned Valis as being a game I'd enjoy, and I'm like, I gotta stop listening to people because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
because that's the beauty of not I'll watch the trailer of a video and then I don't look at that game until I own it. Like I don't want to. So that makes it fun for me when I play it. But I don't want to investigate it and go find it on a ROM or do any of that. Like I better just wait for real.
A certain YouTuber does. Yeah, I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. For that person, I don't know who you're talking about, or maybe I do. But yeah, I don't care. Like I want to play it for real. I want to open it up, experience like an idiot, like I do all my other games. Like I just want to experience without researching and all. And I actually did that with a game I'm really enjoying now, Elden Ring. I had no idea about that, never followed it, and decided, you know what, Pete, why don't you try something different in modern games, because everything was so stale out there, and I tried it, and I'm like, one of the best games I've played in the last 20 years. That's how much I love it. So
nice.
But I'm sure if I watched all the trailers on it and people talking about it, I would never have bought it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true.
Never bought it, which is, Anyway. So, I'm worried about that one. But now, like, Gremlin was the one I originally thought I wasn't going to like, and I'm not doing any research on it. Maybe that'll surprise me and I'll like it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you never know, right?
Yeah, so we'll see.
I hope it's worth it for Zool. That's all.
See, I don't know what that is. Is that a game on Gremlin or Renovation?
Yeah.
platformer.
Zool's on
Yeah, I
on
forgot. I completely forgot. Once that video's gone, it just purges from my mind. And I was like, oh.
Nice. Well, all right, guys. We will we'll catch you next week. Thanks so much for watching.
Later, Gators.
We'll be back with more.
Yeah, go back.
See you guys.